Hello everyone, my name is Tim, and welcome to Tim Talks, the show that's only partially a show, but really is just an excuse for me to talk to my very talented friends. And speaking of talented friends, I have another one here with me today. He is also an actor and content creator over at ChasetheGreenTV.
Woo.
The eponymous Chase Green, everyone. Welcome.
Did you just call me a hippopotamus?
No, I said eponymous.
So like I'm an electronic hippopotamus?
Sure, yeah, go with that.
What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Green. I'm here with Tim on Tim Talks. Woo.
You sure are.
It's like TED Talks, but not as smart.
Wow, shots fired early in the show, ladies and gentlemen. Shots fired early. Well done, sir. So how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm in beautiful San Diego. I'm literally a block away from the beach in my friend's apartment, and I know. It's kind of incredible. I'm having my morning coffee.
And here's the thing. This is my first show after the new year. And so you're over there talking about how beautiful it is in the beach.
Yeah,
global warming.
It's January, by the way, and it's like 80-something degrees. Welcome to California. The best part about winter is watching it from here.
Yeah, I'll bet. And see, the thing is, though, you're not that far from the mountains.
I'm not. They're over there.
Yeah.
They're like, the beach is that way, then the mountains are over there. And I
can so if you wanted to, you could go skiing tomorrow.
Today. I can go skiing today. It's real.
But yeah, so getting on topic here for just a moment at least before we completely derail the conversation. Like I said, you are an actor and content creator at your own channel, ChasetheGreenTV. His name will be underneath him the whole time. And you've made a whole bunch of content over there. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I guess a lot of it about what you do is what we want to know.
Wait, what?
A lot of bit about what you do.
A lot of it. Great. Well, we've got an hour. I'm just going to talk about it the whole time.
Yeah.
So over at Chase the Green TV, I've never been very good at discussing my own content. I
know. It feels so weird having to shill yourself out.
I know,
right? We'll get to that in a minute.
I think here's kind of the deal. Like, at Chase the Green TV, I'm kind of a come as you are channel. Like, you can just show up and you can be in the mood to laugh, and that's fine because you probably will. Or you can be in the mood to watch something a little quirky, which is also fine because that's definitely what's going to happen. But even if you're like, you just need to like feel endeared a little bit. Like, you just need to be like, oh, yeah, okay. Then you can still watch my channel because like a lot of my humor is like, oh, okay.
Very human.
Yeah, I pandered to the idea that I might be cute. But thanks for the compliment, bud.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. When you have a non-human co-star, it kind of lets you be able to do some of that self-explorational stuff.
So what Tim is talking about, because we're not there, is I have a roommate. His name is Jeffrey, and he is a green fellow. He's monster. He's a monster. He's furry. He's people say he's a puppet. I don't really understand that because I see him and he's very much real.
People are very judgmental.
They're so judgmental. They're like, he's a puppet, and I'm like, he is not ruled by anyone.
No corporate strings have gotten to him.
That's right. Parliament does not own him. Like, he is the ruler of his own nation, which happens to be our house.
Perfect. Does he have a name for it?
The house?
For the nation? Yeah.
Oh, no, but I'm sure that I could ask him, and he would probably come up with something really fast.
Get on that. I'll ask you that next time. And so, tell us, like, how did you do more live skit type work than actual what I do, like gameplay videos or?
Oh yeah, I do. You're right. Thank you. I do a lot of I do vlogs and I do sketch comedy-ish kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't like to say that I'm a comedian because I'm not funny.
Yeah, it pigeonholes a little bit.
Right. I'm totally not funny. I think Jeffrey's the funny one, which is ironic. But I said before, it's a come as you are channel. I try to have an eclectic content umbrella. So there's a few things that are a little bit more serious, a little more sentimental. Right. I just recently put out a vlog called 27 Things I Want to Tell My Exes, which was, in fact, 27 things that I want to tell my exes.
That's a good title. Mm-hmm. Good title for a thing.
Mm-hmm. I tried to treat the situation really well. I didn't want to be really funny about it or snide or like hurtful. I don't like hurtful. Hurtful's that's right, bitch.
Now that's a little hurtful. I think you've crossed the line there.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that might be the point at which
I'm petting your face right now.
it's not working, Chase.
We're
It's not
recording. It's not like a live show. You can laugh. Like, it'll hear you. There's no silent laughs on Tim Talks.
It's true though. No, I do unfortunately silent laugh a lot, but that's because I have a really annoying and loud laugh sometimes, and I don't want to override you, and I'm doing my own pre-cutting of my laughter.
Are you gonna like superimpose your own laughter on top of you? Like, are you gonna be like,
no,
like,
no, I never do
it?
that.
Like,
That's fake. I don't like to do that. That's weird.
This is real. So like,
yeah.
This is like, oh, so we don't get there's no like different cuts of this.
No. What they get is what they get. What they see is what they get. Oh God. Oh, we lost Chase. We lost our guest. We lost him, folks.
We're under these conditions. Okay, don't say anything because I actually can't hear you. Hold on. I have to put in my my YouTube.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
Yeah, right. It would be cooler if I didn't break the other one. I'm not sure how this happened, but it totally. The other is just. It was literally like the YouTube part was like, nah. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
The YouTube part was like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
It was like,
basically.
I'm done, and it just jumped off the headphone.
That's amazing. So all you have left is the wires and the magnet.
And sometimes I'm like, am I gonna put this in my ear? Nah.
No, it's okay. I'm sure it'll only shock you a couple of times.
Yeah, until it learns.
Yeah, exactly.
Until it learns that it can't shock me.
And so Jeffrey isn't the
steel.
only co-star that you do things with. You do a lot of different collab projects, and you have a whole bunch of different people on.
I do. You're absolutely right. Thank you for capturing my ADD. It's gonna run rampant in this.
Don't worry. That's what I'm here for, baby.
I do. I bring a lot of people on. Generally, they're my friends. Sometimes I bring in my friends so much that they have decided that they want to create their own YouTube channel. For instance, my buddy Joe, who is also my other.
Oh yeah. I saw him in the slow motion water challenge.
Yeah, he's God, that guy's everywhere. He's a really talented cinematographer, really nice artist photographer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot taller than me, which is hard to film.
Don't worry. Yeah, I'm about to say it's totally not noticeable at all.
Yeah, no, thank you. Right, no, it's because I stand in boxes, and I make him crouch. We do challenge videos, he and I. So like we did a bit about Easter egg dyeing, which was a competition, and then we did a Christmas tree decorating thing too. And I've decided recently that it's just going to be a thing. Like, we're just going to decorate for the holidays and call it a competition and have fun with it.
I mean, look, it drives views.
Out of all of them, those are the least viewed ones, but I really enjoy them. I go back and I watch the Christmas ones sometimes. Don't hide. You can laugh. You can laugh. Listen, I know for a fact that the things that have the most views are the ones with Jeffrey. I know that everybody loves Jeffrey. And that probably should be what the title of his show is called. It's just not. It's called Life with Jeffrey because
it should be Jeffrey the Green. Jeffrey the Green TV.
Okay, so here let's do this for anybody who watches Tim Talks. If you are interested in Jeffrey having a Twitter, you should let me know because I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I'd have to tell him and he'd have to start it, but I've definitely been thinking about it.
This is like you're creating your own Santa Claus here, so you have to be careful with your own pronometry.
Oh man, pronouns are so hard. I assume that that's what you were saying just now.
Yeah,
no.
My roommate just started watching Doctor Who.
Doctor
Who, the thing that this.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. And so he has started to tell me things about the plot, and I'm always fine for hearing stories about these things, but he has such a problem coming up with tenses for verbs that are both future and past.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of time travel in it.
No.
And so there's a lot of like crossing paths with yourself, and how do you talk about what once was not but now will be going to happen, maybe?
I feel like I just watched the Idea channel.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's how I'm left feeling at the end of it. And there's something about timey and it just. And so yeah, words are tough. I think was the point of all of that.
Life is hard. But yes, Jeffrey, he's my co-star, and collabs. And I've got a few things coming out on other people's channels coming soon. I edit a bit, so I worked on a few things. Buddy of mine, yeah. Mm-hmm. A buddy of mine did. He had the idea to do a Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. parody. which was really fun. He ended up nagging. That's not the right word. Nabbing, like grabbing. Brie Essrig, who is one of the hosts of Pop Trigger. She's also really huge on YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was in the cast, but State of Joe, my buddy Joe, he shot it. I'm trying to think. There was a few other people. One of the guys from Glee, like the show Glee, was in the show, or was in
Was it the guy in the wheelchair?
No, it's the guy with the guy who had the vlog show. Like in the first season, he's big curly. They made a lot of jokes in Glee about him being Jewish, and so that was his name was Abraham Benjamin or Ben Abraham or something like that, and he had like a vlog show on Glee. But he was in it as well.
Something totally non-stereotypical, I'm sure.
Yeah, we had him Agents of Shield. So it was like superheroes ish kind of thing. We were like the lower end of that, and then we had hired a superhero called Humor, whose power it was to make people laugh.
I see now why they picked ineffective superheroes and then typecast, apparently.
Yes, yeah, no, for sure. So it was a lot of fun, and it got really well received. And then there was some other little collabs I've been working on as well. Internet icon Judge and TV star Christine Lakin. I've worked with her a few times on my channel. Then on this other guy's channel as well. I'm editing something for that'll be like a Terminator kind of spoof as well. So lots of stuff in the books. Been really busy, Tim.
I want to talk now. We're just going to deviate from the YouTube channel. We'll come back to it here in a minute. Don't trust me. How do you go from? All right, a little bit of backstory here for the audience members. Chase and I have actually known each other for quite a while. We went to school together back at Louisiana Tech and did a whole bunch of stage combat work together. So we're actually fairly decent friends already. And so,
which is good because we started out not being.
Yeah, really. I mean,
it's true. I was like, God, this guy. I want to punch him, and then I did, and once we were lazy. Fighting, it's fine.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that's the thing. Once you've actually fake fought somebody, the urge to real fight kind of dissipates. It doesn't really go away. It's just not as strong.
Usually, what you're saying is you really want to fight me.
Look, I always love a good challenge.
Is that Tim and I went to grad school together. Tim was the year after me. We were at Louisiana Tech in Ruston, Louisiana. Which you're so close to there. You're in Texas?
Yep, I'm in Austin.
Yeah, you're doing the film scene down there, which is really, really awesome.
Kind of is.
Yeah, and so his first year was my last year, and we had some classes together, butted heads some in those classes, and when we were stage combat people, and I was a movement emphasis in my program. And so we had the chance to fight. In this particular instance, Tim and I fought with, what did we do? We did rapier and dagger.
We did knife and
quarterstaff.
Yep, that was it.
In our knife scene, I think the knife scene was really what kind of brought us together. If not that, then the quarterstaff.
Well, I mean, it's because we literally played brothers who fought.
Oh man, it was incredible. It was incredible. And there was a knife throw. And God, I don't know if we ever told Mark Gwynn this. If he watches this, which I'm sure he doesn't, because get that man to sit down for anything. Right. But I definitely threw a knife into the safety pad that was across the room, and it was just like stuck, like in.
Sometimes when you're acting, real life just brings it out of you.
And it was like, oh, these are dangerous. Like if this hit you, like
it would go probably, in you. Yeah,
it stays there. That's not funny. Tim, I'm like looking behind you, and I've realized that like this is a very strategic setup. In your background, and I'm kind of curious what the Indiana Jones hat is hiding.
The Indiana Jones hat is not hiding anything. It's just there. Originally, it was like hanging up from like here, so more where the head would be. But it's not very secure, and it's not very sturdy. So I took it down and just put it down there for now until I can kind of make this little literal floating shelf. Like, let me move out of the way. It's that. But there with actually more stuff on it, and so it's rather heavy.
I like. I'm gonna point at this. I like the Game Boy Color, like the old school Game Boy Color that's there. Yeah, you can do it whatever that is. If I had it behind me, that'd be hard as well. But
I've gotten to be pretty good at doing the behind me point.
Tell me that there's Pokemon Yellow in there.
No, it's red.
Just laugh like a creepy old man. All right, back on topic.
Here's the best part, though.
I'm gonna let you know. No, go ahead.
Here's the best part, though. It still hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh, nice. You have it, the 3DS.
Yep. And not only do I have this little Arcanine here that a friend of mine hand knit for me.
That's incredible. That's an Arcanine.
Dun, dun,
What?
dun.
What the mess is this?
This is a vinyl decal that I got from a company on Etsy. I think it was Tesla Lollipop was the name of it. I'll put a link down in the description so you can find it down there. But they do
The Tesla
vinyl labels for 3DSs and laptops and whatever the hell you want to put them on, basically. But they're really cheap and they're really cool. And they've got stuff from like, they've got stuff from like Legend of Zelda.
Aha.
Little Triforce one. This one they actually included for free in the when I bought that one.
So when you were getting your Arcanine, and they were like, I think that you need this Zelda one as well.
Yeah, basically. And they were totally right. But they had like Final Fantasy 13 ones for those people who like Lightning, you know, and
you
just
definitely are like doing some brand integration right now. Like they should be like totally sending you more stuff.
I am totally satisfied with their product. So,
I'm
yeah,
satisfied with it as well. They should send me some shit as well.
Right? I will chill out for them.
My God, I can't handle. I've just tried to like reorganize my cables, and I'm a mess.
Cable
I told you this is gonna be crazy.
management.
I have no idea what you're saying because it's not in my ear. I think
It's
this
okay.
is the perfect
It's nothing
opportunity to
important, I
show
promise.
you guys that I'm a festive person, and you may not understand from this interview so far that like because I've just been like sitting drinking coffee and being kind of like sleazy and boring, but I'm festive. I have colorful socks.
Oh wow.
They're definitely Adventure Time.
Oh yes, yes they are.
See this. That's Finn. That's Finn. He's upside down. And this is Jake. And if Adventure Time ever wants to do some brand stuff with me, I'm totally down.
Which leads me to another video you did, the Chase the Human video.
Oh my God. I'm excited. What are we talking about?
Tell us about it.
Okay, that was it was a really fun thing after the slow motion water war one that you brought up earlier, which was filmed at the house where I now live before I lived there. We went and did that. I hadn't seen my friend in a little bit, so we did the slow motion water war while I was there. I was like, I've got this idea. I'm gonna stop trying looking at you on the computer. It's like I've got this idea. I want to do something kind of fun and adventure timey and weird, and like my friend has this sword. She let me borrow it for this other thing, and
Right.
Let's just use it. Let's see what we can do, and it was really just like, hey, what do we have? We have card games, okay? And so it starts off like the three of us sitting around playing card games, which continue to change. So like,
Yeah.
it goes from Uno to like regular playing cards to like everybody having Game Boy DSs, and like I'm the only one out of the three of us that's just like, wait.
What is happening?
And so I took a line from Adventure Time, which was no more games, no more pajamas, which is not at all related to what we were doing.
No.
And so I was just like, no more games, and then no more pajamas.
Look, sometimes you just have to make the joke for the sake of hoping that it'll land.
Yeah, that's true. And then it was like a magical suit up Adventure Time, just little brief rumpus.
Sure.
And and then it.
I think that's what the Wild Things called it.
Right, exactly. Which ended up like I was like in a field and like swinging the sword around by myself because I'm a nerd,
Yep.
and like I was like, no more pajamas, and like I end up like I'm back in the room with the guys, and they're like, what? And one of them says, what time is it? And I tell them it's Adventure Time and punch him in the face. The great thing about that is, and I haven't told you this, is that I'm doing so I'm plugging myself. I'm gonna be doing a sequel thing to that, where Chase the Human comes back, and there's a little bit of like it's more eerie, this one, so I'm excited about it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love developing new ideas. That's really cool because I've always been interested in doing some of the live action kind of mashup type things like that before. And there have been some really, really cool ones that have out there been made. Polaris does some great ones with Legend of Zelda Western and the other one they did very recently where they redid like Mario Brothers and stuff like that. And so I've always wanted to get into stuff like that.
That's true. There's like a really great Mario Brothers in real life that these guys did. I think that's the one you're talking about, where like this guy's like walking through a park, and then the screen pops up, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and then
No, that's not
oh,
quite the same one. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of really great ones, and so like but you kind of have to have a little bit of capital or connection or something like that to really get started on it, because you can't just sit there and make something halfway decent on crappy equipment, you know?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Especially not these days when people kind of expect TV level quality on their YouTube productions.
You know, speaking on that, that's a totally different topic for later. But the way that YouTube is headed, and we can come back to this later if you want to, is not in the high production value way anymore, as far as like individual content creators goes. Mm-hmm. They're leaving a lot of the high production content for the companies who are creating stuff. So like smaller production companies or effects companies that have YouTube channels are doing a lot more of the like high quality stuff. When the content creator, like bigger population of us that sit in front of computers and stuff or vlog or whatever, it's going a lot towards like, hey, I'm in front of a camera and I'm like talking about
it's true
whatever.
Like
we're
made a full
circle back to
making I guess high production value was a bad term because it's kind of just the one that's associated with it now. Mm-hmm. It's making the most out of a low production value.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Getting the most out of your money. And so like you see a company like Geek and Sundry that Felicia Day does, and they have like tabletop, and the set on it is very minimal, but it's very nice.
Yes. You know,
and
that show's live too, isn't it? Tabletop.
I don't think it is. No, it's pre-recorded. But they do a couple of live things. But again, that goes back to the streaming conversation we were having, I think, before we were actually recording. All of those things require either some sort of equipment or a company that you have to get involved with, or connections that you have prior to. And it's really hard for someone who doesn't have those sort of things to kind of get that first stepping stone, which can often be the hardest. So how did you do that?
Wait, we get to this. How did I step from low quality stuff to higher quality stuff?
Exactly.
Okay. So here's I think this kind of will open up my YouTube story. Is that where you want to go? Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Perfect, because that's where we're going. Everyone who's watching.
Everyone get in the car.
Get in the car. We're going. We're not turning around. You better peed before we left.
Yep.
Because we're not pulling over for pee breaks. We'll pull over for poop breaks.
We still haven't started.
Right. Okay. So here's the deal. I found myself in my apartment once upon a time, like about 2 years ago, actually. A year and a half, 2 years ago. And I was sitting in the hallway outside of my bathroom, like every day. And I just needed to change the scenery. I didn't want to be on the couch. I didn't want to be in my bed. Like I just wanted to be somewhere else. I'm kind of a person who likes to hang out in kitchens and bathrooms. So that's where I was. I was hanging out kind of in the hallway outside the bathroom on my computer. And I was watching this computer. And I found myself watching a lot of Chelsea Handler on YouTube.
Right.
Because she's funny. And I was finding that the short clips, like I could just watch like 8 of them and it would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like for any kind of online media at this point, like it's, I can't believe I'm going to use this term. Like you can get into a K-hole where you're just like clicking on like the next thing and then you just like get sucked into the internet. And like you're watching, like before you know it, you're watching like screaming goats that are screaming.
That weird part of the internet. Oh God, screaming goats. Have you ever seen the screaming goats with Taylor Swift?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's I knew you were in trouble when you walked in.
Oh my God. That is like one of my favorite videos on the internet of all time.
Mine too. As a matter of fact, whenever that song plays in real life, not that I listen to that on the radio. It's the only thing that flashes
through your mind.
The only thing, I scream like a goat in public. And I mean, it's not weird for me because I'm the guy that dances around in Target, like just that guy. Yeah, you're back.
Oh,
disappeared for a minute and you came back.
Yeah, no, I was disabled from laughter.
Disabled. AFK.
Yes.
But no, so I found myself, I'm just gonna try to make this as like succinct as possible. Not that that's gonna be possible, but I found myself watching a lot of just weird content, and
I was in a web series called Couch Surfers, which later got changed to Couchers because of legal reasons.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that was a blast. And you know, I was thinking to myself, I was like, if I'm involved, like I'm already involved in this internet media web series kind of world, like let's take a look at it and see what's really being put out there and kind of see what the industry here looks like, because it's very clearly an industry. Like these people are obviously making money from this, and let's see how they're doing it.
They have to be in order to create any sort of sustainable model at all.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think. It turns out that the money that they're making is not very much.
No.
Who knew?
No.
Who knew?
Again, with the making a lot from a little.
Right. Or making a little from a lot, I think is really what this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I was, I found myself. I was like, well, I'm gonna spend the next, several months researching. And I was working in a job as managing apartment buildings, which was cool. It was exactly where I needed to be. I was doing that and probably a couple of other side things that had nothing to do with media really, or anything. I'm an actor, so I had done some plays. I'd done some, like little commercials and done some like shows or whatever. So I hadn't like been working, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna like check out this internet media stuff and see kind of what this looks like. And I spent the next 6 months head first in my computer, like really just researking because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
You could say that it was watching YouTube.
Oh no,
it wasn't.
No, I completely understand. That's exactly. I did the same thing for a long time. Because if you're going to kind of insert yourself into this market,
you got to know where you fit.
Exactly.
And you have to know what your brand is going to be, what your product's going to be. And so I had originally come up with this idea that that when I got a camera, which I didn't have one. I was gonna use my friend's computer to edit until I got a computer that could edit, with whatever, and go on about my merry way and make videos with this green monster guy named Jeffrey, who I had also acquired
through various means.
Yeah, through various means. He moved in, but no. So like it was really interesting to like get the camera, and like once I got the camera, I was okay. Well, let's figure out how to vlog, and like once I figured out how to vlog, it was like, all right, well, let's figure out how to integrate this Jeffrey character into everything. And so I did a 3 video, 3 days in a row. Like one.
And were you doing your own editing?
I was. I edited in an iMovie. Did not know how to color correct. Did not know how to anything. Like I really was just. I had done a couple of trailers for like stuff in college, plays in college, and those turned out well. But I was making them in Windows Movie Maker, so like I had never like sat down with
any
like,
real tools.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had like a camcorder, so it wasn't like anything good. It was a crappy like any DV tape that was standard definition, and so when I got my DSLR at a steal, by the way, which I was very lucky about. Thank you, Lindsay. Hope you're watching this far in. And I really got to start playing with stuff, and I was my other roommate besides the monster. My in real life roommate, my IRL roommate, is Joe, and so he is, he's had a lot of camera experience before, and had gone to school and studied film. I don't know how true that is, but they did film stuff.
Sure.
And so he knew how to work a camera, knew how to, had done Final Cut. We didn't have it, but he knew it, and he didn't teach me anything. We just we would sit, and so conversations began about, what is this internet media thing? What is new media? What is this in relation to social media, because in my household at this point, that's all we talk about. We talk about social media, we talk about new media, we talk about, YouTube, we talk
what
about
next?
The direction of, where's everything going? What are the trends that we're seeing? And I'm not just talking about what video is trending. I'm talking about what overall trends are we looking at?
Netflix coming out with their own TV shows now, and how those are kind of trouncing most cable things. And
boy, oh boy, man.
How HBO used to be the place you go every Thursday night to watch porn, and now is actually legitimately one of the best cable networks on telly.
I have no response to your porn comment.
Oh, I see.
I went to Cinemax. I don't know. Maybe
that was a thing.
I'm older than you. I don't know.
Fair enough. We didn't have Cinemax, so I had to rely on Real Sex on HBO, which was terrible because it was like a documentary series instead of anything actually hot.
Right, they're sitting around talking about remember that time that you told me about this story at the massage parlor?
I was really hoping you were gonna skip over that
and
just go right to the point. Little did I know the thing that you would latch on to that.
was the.
But yeah, no, it's interesting you say stuff like that because when I first started out, I had to make sure I had a good quality microphone and I had to make sure that I had a good quality camera before I even made frame one.
Right.
And I made sure editing skills were something that I didn't have to worry about, that the quality that I was going to start with was going to at least be 1080p.
And yeah, exactly.
And good quality audio, because once you set that standard of this is going to be good from the beginning, then you literally only got up to go.
That's true. Because you started at a very base level, knowing that it's like it's still good and acceptable, and like you're proud of the quality, but it's like for you, it's like baseline.
Yeah.
And it's like okay,
and it's also the best you can do for now.
Right. Exactly.
Which means the next project will have to be better than that.
We used to joke around on my channel before Joe started his own, and now we joke around on his channel too. But on mine, like we'd film whatever we were doing. I'd edit it, and I like to show people stuff before I put it up, just because I don't know. I'm stupid.
No, it's fun.
I'm like, hey, check this and make sure that I'm not ridiculous. And so like we would look at stuff, and then he would go, Chase, I've said this before, but like this is the best one. And I kept telling him, like, I hope that continues to be the case. Like, I hope we never look at one and go, this one wasn't as good as some of the others. Which I think we've had the opportunity to do, unfortunately. But onward and upward is where we're headed, generally speaking.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of different techniques that kind of get you to that point of this is the best one so far.
Yeah.
But it really just comes right down to pushing yourself to that point of here's all of the skills that I know. Here's every trick in every book that I know. I looked at every frame to make sure that every scene is as funny as it could possibly be.
Right.
That's it.
And
I've done everything that I can.
Yeah.
I have to walk away.
And then whatever it ends up being, like it, people may look at it and go, well, this is complete shit. But at the end of the day, and I'm not saying that about our work, like it's not crap.
Yeah.
But hopefully. But like, we have to know that like there's somebody out there going, like looking at it and going, what the hell is this? Like, I don't know. And
for every one of those, there'll be 10 other people that go, oh, that wasn't half bad.
That wasn't half bad. And then maybe one or two that subscribe. Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows? Go.
Exactly.
Is Chase the Green TV still here?
It sure enough is.
Good. Go subscribe to that.
Yeah.
When this is done, watch the rest of this and then go. Learn to hate me and then go subscribe to my channel.
And so you've also done a whole bunch of other different kinds of mashup videos. And is there any plans? You said you're talking about getting a sword in your hand at some point. What are you doing as far as like what's 2014 hold for Chase the Green?
That's a great question. 2014 holds a lot of things. So if you're one who gets excited about waiting for stuff, then you can be excited to wait for a Letters to Mom and Dad 2. And probably 3. I don't know if the first Letters to Mom and Dad was it's on my channel. It's like it's the first serious thing that I did on there, which was.
Oh, don't worry, it's playing underneath you as we speak.
Oh, that's cool. Seriously? Oh, neat. Oh, there it is. So Letters to Mom and Dad 2 will happen. A new Adventure Time themed video will occur. There's going to be a lot more vlogs because I've asked people what they wanted to see, and vlogs is an answer, which was surprising to me because I always thought that people wanted to see more of Jeffrey. We're going to see a little bit more of Jeffrey because I have the means to work
film him properly.
Yeah, film him a little more properly. I've had the niceness of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I had the honor of being able to buy sound equipment. So now I have a microphone. I've got some things that I can like separate from myself and
sweet. Yeah. And that way when Jeffrey's over there doing his thing, he's not messing with your audio.
Right. Wherever he is. Okay, so I'm just gonna be really real. For those of you who don't know, Jeffrey is a puppet. He's a puppet, and I voiced him, and I am him, and I find it really funny that people think that he's funny and I'm not. That is a real thing. Like people talk about Jeffrey.
Of course it is. It's because it's a puppet.
My friends talk about Jeffrey. I, in fact, talk about Jeffrey like he's real a lot of times because, let's be real, he is. And as soon as Jeffrey is in existence and he is working and able to talk, Tim, I don't have any control over what that dude says. Like, people are like, I've got a script. Like, let's have Jeffrey in it. I'm like, well, you got a script, but I don't promise that he's gonna adhere to your script because he never adheres to mine.
Yeah, that's the brilliance of putting an inanimate thing between the actor and the camera. It really just kind of is a very freeing thing because you don't no longer have to worry about your stupid face.
My buddy John, who's been in a couple of things, he was in the slow motion water where he was in one of my first collaborative videos that I did called Addicts, where we were two addicts looking for our fix, which there's a secret to that, and it's at the end of the video, so you should go watch it. It's probably also playing below me.
Oh, I've seen that.
And so he was in this other one, my most recent like funny short thing that I did, which was also with Jeffrey was in it as well, and he had never been in one with Jeffrey. He'd seen Jeffrey. This guy used to be my roommate, so he knows who Jeffrey is and never seen him or never been in a thing with him. So I told him, I was like, listen, I was like, we're gonna get Jeffrey's lines first. Like, we're gonna go film him first before we film you because there's a possibility that the things that you'll need to say will change.
Yes, you gotta know what he says, and we don't want to have to go back and reshoot.
Right. And so we did that one. It was called The Perfect Girl, and that one was really well received, which was really funny. It was about a girl with a really strange and wrinkly thing. I don't want to tell you what that was.
No
So
worries.
you'll have to go watch that too.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
God, you're just making me do so much work. You're making me do so much work with the linkage.
I know.
I love it.
You don't have to link any of them. Like, just link my channel, and then everybody can go check out whatever they want to.
Well,
I'm gonna come as your channel. They can go and be like, "Oh, I'm interested in this," or "I'm interested in nothing."
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that too. I'm not for everybody.
Well, I think that was actually a good little segue there. We've come to the point in our show where I've always enjoyed the Inside the Actor Studios method of ending on a questionnaire. So too.
How long have we been going?
About 42 minutes.
Are you serious? Time has flown. I hope time has flown for everyone else.
And so I too have a reappropriated version of the Proust questionnaire, and it goes a little something like this. Chase, what's your favorite word?
Word?
Yep.
I love all of them, but the first one that comes to mind is yesteryear, and I don't know why because I never say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can dig it. What's your least favorite?
Food. I don't like the word food. Because listen, if you didn't know what food was and somebody offered it to you to eat it, like,
here's food.
Yeah, here's food. Would you be like, oh God, what is that? Yes.
It's true. You kind of think of like the pasty gruel that was in.
It's nasty sound.
Yeah. That was in
like
like The Matrix. It works. Yeah, it's true. Or maybe like human chow. You know, something like that only sustains life but has no sustenance.
Right. Yeah, gross.
So what sound or noise do you love?
What?
What sound or noise do you love?
Crazy. I love to hear the word crazy. I think it's fun.
Just with as many syllables as possible?
Also, farting makes me giggle. It's just a thing. I can't like if you farted right now, I would giggle.
It's okay. You're always going to be 14 and there's nothing wrong with I'm sorry.
Thank you.
What sound or noise do you hate?
I hate the word no.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't like people telling me no. I don't think that's fun. I'm like no.
I would rather you say, "Well, we should try it this way instead."
Yeah, I think no is very closed, and like we need to offer more options when no is involved.
Agreed.
Guilty of saying no, but I don't like it.
What hero do you identify yourself with?
Link from Zelda.
Really?
And
I mean, you went there. I was really just praying for the one that's on your foot.
Oh, there's three. I identify with three heroes. One is the hero of time. From I don't know what was on my mouse pad. That was nasty.
ADD.
Okay. So three heroes. Link from Legend of Zelda. There's Nightcrawler from X-Men, and then there's Finn from Adventure Time, who's on the sock. Yeah. Because no more games. No more pajamas.
So what villain do you identify with?
Scar from The Lion King. 100%. Yeah, it's my dream role.
Are you always prepared?
It's be prepared. It's my motto.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. I like to also do like little goose steps with hyenas in geysers and volcanoes.
I love that movie so
God,
much.
me too. Me too. I really don't understand why they were in that like geologically volatile area, but whatever.
You know what? It was for effect.
Yeah. Well, oh, Disney.
It was for effect, and Disney thought it looked good. And
They
quite
were-
frankly, I'd be tempted to agree because that was one of my favorite Disney movies, and still is to this day.
There's a lot of people watching this going, "Who? The Lion King. It's the villain from The Lion King, young ones." Jeez.
Yes.
I taught a camp once, and I brought The Lion King to play it, and they were like, and I was going through it, and the Morning Report, which is a song on The Lion King, started playing, and I was like, oh, I forgot. Like I meant to change it to the theatrical version instead of the extended, and they were like, the what?
The what?
And I was like, the version without this song. They were like, there's a version without this song. I was like, oh crap, guys, I gotta go. And then I realized that the movie was made 10 years ago.
Yeah.
At the time, which was like even further ago
Even
now.
further
and I
away
was
than
like,
it is
I don't
now.
even know.
Just,
Maybe-
yeah, there's no need for anyone to do the math to figure out how long it is now, because that would
or
just
how
make me
or
sad.
how old we are.
That's sad.
I'm 20.
Yes. Yes, which is why farts are still funny.
Yep, totally still almost a teenager.
So, what would be your superpower if you could choose one?
Teleportation, but limited. Actually, that's not true. I always ask this question, and my normal answer is not that. My normal answer is energy manipulation, because I always think that people should have two. They should have like a main power, and then
like a
a power.
supplementary.
Yeah, it's something that's not as good, just
Right.
because everybody needs a weakness. But my main power would be energy manipulation, and everyone always likes to ask what that is, and the
Like
answer is,
electricity and...
I mean, what's energy? Everything. Yeah. So
No, fair play.
can you fly? Can you shoot beams? Can you create shields and can you stop things? Yeah, I can. I can do all
Yeah.
that shit. Like, don't worry
You can
about
rob
it.
things of the kinetic energy that's involved.
Exactly. It's great.
Release
Yeah.
potential energy. I like it. I like it. That's
then-
wow. That's
and then the
wow.
second
That's
one,
rather
because-
thorough.
Thank you. Yeah, there was actually one guy in the Marvel universe who had that. I read a series and I was like, oh, that's a really great idea.
Yeah.
And then the other one would be teleportation, but very limited because I don't want to be able to teleport to China. Like I'd rather fly. I'd rather fly there.
Exactly. But if you really had to, if you really had to, you can just sit there and teleport yourself to the horizon line all the way around the
Oh
globe.
my god, that would be so time consuming.
It really would. But it would work.
No, it'd be amazing. It'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
And so, what would be your super weakness?
Probably my super weakness now, which is helplessness. When people are helpless, I'm like, I'll help you.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Life is hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so hard to not spread this awesome everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like when you can energy manipulate and like teleport and like me.
Yeah.
When you're an amazing hero like me, you just want to help everyone.
So, what turns you on, either creatively, spiritually, emotionally, whatever you want to talk about?
Not sexually.
Sure. I'm never one to limit.
You know,
but-
I'll tell you what really turns me on. Like, what really gets me going is to see people who, and I'm not making this up. Like when I'm around people who really are pursuing something that they love to do, or they're really working on something. Like when I see people growing or fulfilling like a drive or a need or a purpose, I'm just thrilled by it. Like I'm getting goosebumps like talking about it. Like
Yeah.
when I see people like really excelling and really growing, even if it's just like a modicum, like a small amount of growth. Like if it's like, I don't know, these people no longer cry when they watch, I don't know, that's a terrible example, but like growth gets me.
Yeah.
Growth gets me and excellence gets me. And when people pursue both, that's like, it really just turns me on artistically, spiritually, like all of it.
That's very selfless of you,
Maybe
Chase.
not sexually.
Yeah.
But
No.
yeah.
I completely understand. It's really good to see other people do well. And it becomes such a thing that, I mean, I assume you were probably a very good student.
Did you assume or do you remember from grad school?
I mean, I'm talking about before grad school, because I knew you
actually-
in grad school, and grad school's not really fair.
Yeah, I was. Funnily enough, I was not a good student until halfway through college. I
Really?
hated reading. I hated doing homework. I hated any of it. And then about halfway through college, I was like, you know what? I'm spending a lot of money on this place to not go.
Blow it.
It seems really silly. So I started going and really pursuing stuff. I went from the last semester that I was a total screw up. I failed all of my classes. And then the next semester I made all A's, and I basically made all A's ever since then.
Right. Right.
Which goes to show you people, it's not about being smart, it's about working. I'm smart, I promise, but still.
No, you're not lying at all. I was not one who ever did homework. I hate homework. I think it's an unnecessary exercise. I learned it already in class. Give me the test. I got it. I don't need the busy work.
Right.
And so, no, I feel you. And the point I was trying to get to with that is when you got people like, when you are that kind of person who just kind of naturally takes to things, it's really good to see that level of achievement in other people.
Yes.
And it kind of gets your own juices going. It gets you in that competitive mode. It gets you in that, all right, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're cooking with gas.
It's like going to, well, no, never mind.
It's infectious is what
it is. Totally infectious. Totally infectious.
And so what would turn you off?
What turns me off is okay, two things. One is ignorance, guilty. And then two is
hypocrisy.
The Dutch. No, I'm just kidding.
The freaky Dutch.
The freaking Dutch. There's two things in this world that I can't stand. One is people who are intolerant of other people's cultures. What's the second? What's the second thing you don't like? The Dutch. No, the second thing that is a huge turnoff for me is when, how do I describe this? Like it's all of my like turn-ons and turn-offs, like I have to do with other people. Yeah. So like when I see somebody like treating someone miserably for no fucking reason, like I just get pissed. I don't know if that's a turn-off. It might be a turn-on to like something else, but like, or when I see people who are like good people who are talented and like who other people oppress for no reason. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah.
Like that's the worst thing for me. I knew a guy once who was just really super talented, and his family was he's probably gonna watch this and be really mad at me for saying this. Not naming any names.
Of course not.
But I know someone whose family is kind of a shit. Like, and I all the time, like, and they're always like, why do you do ABC? And my answer to that is because he's fucking talented. Like, leave him alone. But
it's true. It's unfortunate. You wish that everyone had the kind of love and support that they should have, you know, because that's when real artistic value is able to grow out of someone.
For real. And if we can't like encourage someone, because even if you don't value the thing that somebody does, even if you think that they're a total screw up and everyone else thinks they're talented, like we have to encourage. I used to say this in school and no one believed me. None of the faculty bought into this, but I think we have to encourage failure, because without it, like there's no way that people are going to progress.
You have to encourage risk.
Yeah.
And that means not punishing failure.
Right.
Because
exactly.
failure is an inherent part of risk. So no, I know exactly what you mean. People have to be unafraid to take the leap, to try something weird, to in that one of the classes we took in undergrad was technology as performance. I really wanted to figure out how to use like Premiere, which at the time wouldn't have been good enough, to do some like thing where we would do a Star Wars fight on the stage and then projected on the screen was the actual lightsaber part.
Oh, that's cool. That would have, yeah, you're right.
But that would have taken a lot. That would have taken a lot of skills that I didn't have at that point. I might be able to pull it off now, but do you see what I'm saying?
I do, and I also am made. Okay, so I'm really reminded at this point that you went to UGA, didn't you?
No. I went to Limestone College, a little small undergrad.
That's right.
I applied to UGA, did not make it in.
That's fine. I know. I asked because those people are very much technology and theater like mixing people. A friend of mine is doing graduate school there for.
They have a state of the art like.
Yeah, I remember when
green screen because I went and saw all that stuff, and that's where I first started getting those wheels turning and realizing that this is actually a legitimate thing. Like I have business cards now that say Tim Leftwich host / content creator, you know, and this is actually a fully marketable skill, because not only do you have acting and writing, but you have editing and production and marketing and business side and money management and so many different aspects. You're basically running your own company.
So like, these are videos on my channel.
Yeah.
Right. These I don't know if they're backward in your thing. They're
No,
probably backward.
they're just fine.
This on the back, it's Chase the Green, and it says on the bottom, it says youtube.com/ChasetheGreenTV. This is specifically made just for YouTube, so I feel I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah,
it's like you have business cards for your YouTube.
Of
I have
course.
business cards for me as an actor. I have business cards for me as an editor because I'm an editor as well. There it is. Boom.
And then I got nice little gray on the back there. I don't want to show it up too close because it totally does have address and phone number on there.
No, that's fine. We're not going to let everyone know where you live.
Exactly.
But it's in Austin.
You make them nice, and you actually treat yourself professionally, and you go about yourself as you would want other people to perceive you, and all of a sudden, you're taken seriously. And that's that point when people don't understand how things happen. You know, when people go back and tell their story, and they're like, all of a sudden, that's the all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's when you're.
It's the little things that you put forward that show that you are trying to be something bigger than you actually are.
Right.
And then somebody comes along and offers you the opportunity to be what you want to be.
It's that going back to pursuing growth and excellence and stuff. But this was a long turnoff answer, and I don't. Is that where we were? We were on turnoffs.
Yeah. No, don't worry. We'll go back. I've got my show, my rules. We can go on a long tangent if I so desire.
I'm not used to being on someone else's show. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So,
Sorry about it.
What other talent, other than the ones you've obviously been gifted with, would you like to have?
Okay, listen. I'm gonna say this, but you're gonna be like, wait, no. I wish that I could sing. And I not wish. I know that I can sing. I'm just not an athlete of a singer. Like,
Right.
I wish I
You want to have that belting, rocky voice.
I want to have the funds and the time to pursue voice classes and lessons so that I could sing better. And back to how I was when I was younger.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to your 13-year-old self?
Go running. Go running, fat ass. Like, go running. What is wrong with you?
Were you a fat kid?
Oh my God! Like I was okay. My parents would be like, "You weren't fat," and I probably wasn't. I was chubby. But I was like, it was the kind of chubby where like I sat in front of the TV and I could eat an entire bag of Lay's, like salt and vinegar chips, and you wouldn't be able to guess that now.
And not feel bad.
Because like, look, like I'm like nothing.
Oh yeah, there it is. Finally,
but you wanted the views, right? Like this is.
It's true. There it is. Yep. There you are, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm also look, one more thing for views, I guess.
50s. No, Chase.
The color of my underwear. It's blue.
Okay. I was really scared where that was gonna go. 58 minutes in, sex finally sells, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
I think that's what we have proven there. So go running, fat ass.
Go running, fat ass.
I told
you I can't sit in front of a computer for an hour. Things are gonna happen.
So what's your favorite curse word?
Fuck. Sorry.
Nope, it's my favorite. It's so multifaceted and useful.
All of the different like iterations of it you can have, like all of it.
Yep.
All of it. I like to say what the shit as well. I think that's fun. Do you censor these things?
No.
Ah, crap. If you go to my channel, there's not
I could. I really could. What would you like to be censored with?
No. I don't know. No, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No chicken noise. No honking horn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay without cocks for now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So where would you one day like to live? Skipping right over that.
I would love to one day live in Florence, Italy. That's always been, since I was in high school, one of the places I wanted to go. But I don't know if that's actually a thing. Like I think that might have changed to somewhere in Southeast Asia, like
Fair
Tibet.
enough.
I would live in Tibet.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, last question here. If you had a choice, how long would it take you to respawn after you died?
Oh, I wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah, no, I am not a person who believes in regret, which is why when you were saying earlier, like, what would you tell your 13-year-old self? I was like, oh God, probably nothing. Like, just do your thing. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
And I'm all right. And I like who I was, but not was. But yeah, I'm not a regret-centered person. I don't I've never been one to like kind of look back on stuff and go, man, I really wish that would have gone differently. Like my thought process has always been like, okay, well, how do we change from this point on? And so I think this is where you can go, but you would be able to respond and like work through things that point on. My whole thing is like, well, I already had the go of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There's no greed that says maybe I want to do it again.
I mean, I think no, I don't think so, because I mean,
You're just a one and doneer.
I'm a one and doneer, but I think it's really more centered in this. I enjoy other people so much that like, I don't know. I feel like me coming around a second time, I don't know what the benefit of that would be for other people. So I would just,
Fair
I don't know.
enough.
If I could just sit somewhere else and watch everyone else, I think it'd be okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And yet another selfless answer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that kind of wraps us up for today. That's another show done.
Woo!
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is the part where we shamelessly shill our own stuff. Chase, plug away.
Yeah, come watch Chase the Green TV. I should have a video coming out soon with some guys in Georgia that are really funny. They do a thing called Joshua's Fortnightly video blog. They should
And
do
that's at youtube.com/ChaseTheGreen.
Chase the Green, ChaseTheGreen TV.
And where can they find you on Twitter?
At Chase the Green. You can find me everywhere at Chase the Green. Twitter, Instagram, Cameo.
Isn't there a .com? ChaseTheGreen.com?
Oh, there's a ChaseTheGreen.com. Yeah, if you want to see a poorly put together website with some outdated stuff, you can go there. There's some pretty pictures of me from when I did some modeling back in the day, which was a Wednesday. I know.
And ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching this on youtube.com/Tim Leftwich. I, of course, am Tim Leftwich. You can find the audio version of this episode, as well as all of the episodes that I've done, on soundcloud.com/Tim Leftwich. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and as always, we'll see you next time.
Woo.
Hey, Tim, remember that time when we were fighting with swords and you stabbed me in the hand?
I didn't until now.
You may not have remembered. I may not have ever told you, but I definitely have a hole in my glove, and I still have those gloves back
Really?
in LA. Yeah.
Oh my God, I do remember that.